Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's episode, we're going to talk about on how to apply for the NCLEX-RN New York, and there are 5 ways on how to do it. So what we're going to focus right now is a 5th pathway, which means that the instructions that I'm going to give you has something to do with the nursing graduates outside of the US. So stay tuned. New York State is one of the hassle-free states when it comes to processing your licensure examination to become a registered nurse. The first step on how to apply for the NCLEX-RN New York is to comply for the online mandatory training. These training are child abuse, and the second one is infection control. In the US, there are approved providers in the training, and I'm going to put the link in the description below in order for you to have the resources for that training. And please be advised that it will take a while for you to answer those training online, so please give them more time. Don't worry, because if you are going to continue it later, you can just pause the training. And the training for the infection control will cost you around $20 to $25, and for the child abuse, it will cost you around $30 to $35. The second step on how to apply for the NCLEX-RN in New York is to submit the form number 1. Before you begin the registration, there are some guidelines to follow. First, you have to pay $143 of the application fee. And please be advised that the portion of the application fee, which is $70, is not refundable. The second one, payment can only be made by credit card, such as MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. The third reminder, your name in the application must exactly match the name on your photo identification and the name listed on your NCLEX registration. The fourth reminder is your application file will not be reviewed until all required documentation has been received. After you have successfully completed the training, you will receive the certification on your email that you have provided, and you will need that in the next step, so please save it. When filling up the form number 1, you will be asked about the social security number. Since you're outside of the US, you don't have that. Just select no, and then in the next page, if it will ask again, just put 9 zeros and just click on continue. I'm gonna show you exactly what the form number 1 looks like. Take a look. After you have filled up the form number 1 and paid the application fee, don't forget to attach the online training that you have done. And if you have forgotten it, don't worry, because I'm going to put the link in the description below, because you can do that one later after you have completed the application. Alright, after you have successfully filled up the form number 1 and paid the application online and also attached the online training, you're ready for the next step. And the third step on how to apply for the NCLEX-RN in New York is to verify your nursing credentials. When it comes to verifying your foreign nursing credentials, there are 2 options. The first option is to use the CGFNS service, and the second one is to submit the Form 2F and the Form 3F. For the option number 1, you are not required to use the CGFNS credential verification service for New York State. However, it is often more difficult and time-consuming to apply for an RN license without using the service. To use the CGFNS credential verification service for New York State, you must arrange to have the Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools, or CGFNS, to verify your nursing education credentials to the New York State Education Department using the CGFNS credential verification service for New York State. If you are also licensed as a nurse in a foreign country, you must arrange for the New York State Education Department to receive verification of your nursing license from the licensing authority that issued it. In my case, I didn't use the CGFNS service. I used the option number 2, which is the application form 2F and then the application form 3F. So let's talk about option number 2, the application form 2F and the application form 3F. The application form 2F is the one that you're going to forward to the school, and the application form 3F is the one that you're going to forward to your licensing authority. Please be advised that before you're going to forward the forms to your school and to your licensing authority, make sure that you have filled the form first because there are some parts that you need to fill up. And then the forms of the 2F and the 3F is on the description below. Please take note that the school and your licensing authority will be the one to send the form to the New York State Education Department. You just have to pay for the courier. If you are away from your country or outside from the Philippines or any other country, just ask someone to do it. Just allow them to bring an identification and the letter that you authorize them to process your application. After the school and the licensing authority sent the form to the New York State Education Department, just wait for about a month or two, and then you will receive an authorization number. The authorization number is the one that you're going to use in order for you to set an appointment to take the exam. While waiting for your ATT or the authorization to test number, you can now register to www.pearsonvue.com/NCLEX. Just a reminder that in order for you to register at www.pearsonvue.com/NCLEX, you will have to pay $200. And lastly, after you have received the authorization to test or the ATT number, it's time for you to set the appointment. And please be advised that you have to pay $150 in order for you to do that. If you haven't received your ATT number or your authorization to test number, please allow at least 4 weeks. And then if after the time, then you can call them or you can click on the link on the description below about the contact us form. That's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you again soon.